Douglas, victory power. You ran him first up over 1,400 metres. Since then, back to 1,000. Why is that?
When you work him in the morning, he works pretty well. He's a bit of a morning glory, and I was of the opinion that 1,400 would suit him, and he would get comfortable in the run, and the jock would have a better chance of him taking hold of the bridle and getting to the line. The race didn't unfold to his advantage on that particular day, and I backed him up quickly, and with the race fitness and the 1,000-metre form that he has shown in the past, it seemed the right move.
You look at what he did last time out, obviously beaten, but then quadruple doubles 4 lengths away, comes out and wins quite comfortably next time out. Those form lines, do they give you confidence going into Saturday with him?
Certainly does. I mean, form lines like that, I used study a lot of form, and you'd seem pretty happy with the form leading into the race. He hasn't got the best of draws, unfortunately, but hopefully Zach can outweigh that and he gets his chance.
You've ridden him in some of his work since that run. How's he been?
He's ticking over. I wouldn't say that he's improved, but I would say that he's held his form, and I think if he goes to races holding his form, he'll be very competitive.
Joe Silver Fig, when he won last time out, did he give you a good feel that day?
I gave me a great feel. It looks like on the bend he wasn't going anywhere, and when we straightened up and he saw daylight, he just dashed home to win very impressively. So feeling wise, that was great.
More weight to carry this time around. You've ridden him in a trial since then. All those things considered, what are your thoughts heading into Saturday?
Obviously, extra weight on his back is not helping. Neither the gate, as he got gate 11 this time. But he seems like he has improved since then. He's been doing very well in his track works, and some more. I would say the race doesn't look as strong as it was when he won. So I really have quite a bit of faith on this horse, and I think it's not going to be a surprise if he wins again.
Relentless me, Douglas. What were your thoughts on his last run?
I thought he ran well. He went head and head for a fraction too long first up, and I think it told just at the end. The horses, I'm happy with him in his work. He's galloped well, and he's put on a bit of weight, which is a good sign for him. He's drawn a nice gate, so he gets his chance.
Is he a fitter horse this time around?
I think he is. I think the key to him, I think he's a fresh horse. So you're right in saying that he's fitter, but I have kept him fresh at the same time.
There looks to be good pace on the race. Where would you like to see him in the run? What will be the instructions to the jock?
I think Joe's a good enough jockey that he doesn't really need to get instructions. I think we'll discuss it, and once the gates open, and he can decide how the race unfolds. If there's a lot of early speed, he's a kind enough horse to take the sit, and if no one goes, he's not a tearaway horse. He's pretty flexible. So having a top jock on like him, it gives you options.
4 wins to this point of the season. How's life as Douglas Whyte trainer?
Yeah, it's going well. A few too many seconds, but I've had some nice successful winners. Uncle Steve was a bit of a relief because of the history behind him, obviously. So yeah, no, it's ticking over well, and I'm thoroughly enjoying what I'm doing.
Start performance, Joe. What were your thoughts on his first up run for the season?
It was good. He was a bit green, but he was still able to finish off the race to run a good third. He's one of those horses that is still on the learning process, but where he's going to end up into is definitely up high. So very nice horse going forward.
When you say up high, could he be a 4-year-old series horse?
Very likely, and I'm just trying to indicate that as more ground he step up to, better it's going to be for himself.
So you'd be happy about the step up to 1,800 then?
Very happy.
Lightweight, you're confident heading into the race?
Yeah, look, when you're having a lightweight horse, the most of the confidence that you could have, it's going to be there. So, yes, I'm quite confident about him.
Zach, Voyage Warrior, that trial, he's obviously come back well.
Oh, yeah, those 1,000-metre trials here on the dirt, they can be deceiving at times. We've seen horses win by big margins there, and it doesn't mean a lot, but he's going to need to have come on from that. He was really feeling it the last 100 metres. Was his first trial of the season, so I'm sure he will.
You've obviously been chasing the horse for a while. Late last season, he was pretty impressive what he did early on. He's a horse that you wanted to be getting on?
Yeah, well, he hasn't done anything wrong, really. I know he's got the 1 defeat, but he's run good time. He's looked good in winning his races. And, You know, although he was able to win at his last start, he was at the end of his prep and a little bit tired and still put up a good performance. So he's a fresh horse this season. He's had the benefit of a short break, and let's hope he can just continue to improve.
Ricky's publicly stated his confidence through the press this week. Do you echo those comments?
Well, you always go into every race hoping that you're going to win it. It's a strong race. I hope that Ricky's right.
Will it be difficult? A couple of barriers next to you. You've got a Thero there?
Yeah, he's obviously another horse that looked very exciting last season. Things didn't go right for him first up. He comes back to the straight track where he's been very effective, and no doubt it's going to be a good race.
And the horse that beat Voyage Warrior, Thanks Forever, you beat him that day. What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, he's another one. He's just a different horse up the straight. You put him around a corner and it's like he just doesn't know what he's doing. His legs go everywhere. So there was no fluke in his victory over Voyage Warrior when they met last time. You know, he could easily go and do it again, I suppose.
What's the reasoning here then why you're on Voyage Warrior?
I had a commitment a fair way out. He's a nice horse, so you know, they're three nice horses. It's good for racing that they all get to meet. Hopefully I'm on the right one, but I won't know that until we hit the line, I suppose.
Could Voyage Warrior be a Hong Kong sprint horse? You know what it takes to win that race?
He probably needs to come on a little bit. I thought he was, like I said, I thought he was a bit weak in his trial, and that was around a corner. And it was on the dirt, so it's a different surface. He could be a different horse on the grass. But I just don't know if it's going to come along too soon for him.